What's everybody up to? I'm doing my thing here. Get my stuff figured out. Ooh, look at I'll put up a lot of videos. Nice. All right. I got a few more too. Oh, here we go right here. Awesome. Woohoo! I see the cheeseburger. Awesome. This frame, showing this frame right here. One day I'll be organized enough to not have to do all this. I can have all this set up and be done, but I'm just not organized that much. Dan Woodruff, what's up, buddy? So, cheeseburger, yeah. I am like the new Fusion SC. I haven't got that yet. Going to, though. Not sure exactly what I'm going to put it in, but if it's anything like the normal Fusion at 150 versus 80, this thing for $80 is just going to own the market. I mean, really. I believe that's what they're going for, 80 bucks. So if that's the case, then yeah, they're going to own the market with that. James Wise Carver, you sure did, buddy. Not just RC, just RC. What's up, buddy? Whiskey Runner, what's up? Juan Ortiz, what's up, buddy? Scott Dubin Spec. Kevin Larson, what's up, buddy? Brian Bagby, hey, buddy. We'll be here Friday. Nice. Fred, Crawlers are us RC. Hey, Fred, what's up? I have no idea if that's your name or not, but anyways, no idea where Sam's at. Found a Christmas gift, Red Cat Gen 2 in green. Red Cat Gen 2? What's a Red Cat Gen 2? 1998 Jeep Cherokee, what's up, buddy? Let me get this set up over here. Oh, Gen 8 V2. I was going to say, what's a Gen 2? Is it something I need to go buy? Discovery RC, yes, I did see the new 1080. And although it's a nice incremental update, I think it's time to really start looking at 4S. I mean, I'm still stuck on 3S. It took a while for the crawler world to get up to 3S, and it's going to take a while for everybody to adopt the 4S. But I mean, I'm one of those that's still stuck on 3S. But I was one of the first ones to do 3S over to 2S, but I'm still kind of stuck. Nice, 98 cheat. Yeah, buddy. They really do make a difference. Vidavon 12 Creighton. Yeah, I'm still working on it. For some reason, that thing is just not a priority. But I'm trying. I'm working on it. Like, I need to get the Proline Badlands mounted on these. So, yeah, eventually. I got the front end bulkhead and all done. The rear bulkhead, I've got the million weight being settled down into this thing. So, yeah, got things I got to get done. See the UDR. The UDR is currently not inside right now. It is at my outdoor area. 12S. Yes, it will be 12S. In fact, that's the system for it right there. However, that may go into something else before it goes into the Creighton. And that something else is I am not at liberty to say. But it's going to be wild. Yeah, it's going to be wild. I'm 3D printing up some new bodies. Nice. What's up, RC Daily? I did get a chance to drive, and I've got it sitting right up here. Hopefully got my stands. This is that high-low. And I've got it pretty much set. I think I need to move this right here, the diff lock servo. But I made a battery tray compartment for the receiver and ESC right up there. You can see all of that right into there. 777 servo up front, direct power. I've got the offset shock caps. I don't know if you guys can see that very well by DravTech. So this is actually turning out pretty darn good. I've got the DravTech rear drive shaft on it, little skinny guy. You can actually adjust that for the different lengths that you need. You can actually make it. You can actually make it fairly short, in all honesty. But yeah, it's for the long one. It got the short Vidavon front drive shaft on it. So it drove pretty darn good, I gotta say. I do gotta do some more chassis bracing to it. With any luck, I'll be driving this in the competition this Sunday. So yeah, we'll just have to see how these work out. Hands on a purple and silver team spec. Oh, you got one. Nice. That's kind of what's in here, except mine's purple and black. Brian Bagby. That would be awesome. Hang on, just ordered a Mojave. Hard to get your hands on in Australia and high demand. Man, cruising. When I get the video up for the guys racing out at the track this past weekend, man, they beat the snot out of them things. Spare time hobbies chassis, yep. So, does taking the springs out the shock on crawler help? Been told to try it. That's something that's on a truck by truck basis and your crawling style. Some people do that and they love it. Some people don't like it. I'm one of those that don't like it. I want to have some kind of spring on here, even if it's just a little bit, you know. But all I can say is give it a try, man. You might like it. Yeah, the J Concepts holds are pretty darn awesome. And believe it or not, they work really good on the rocks that I've got, the concrete. So, yeah, I'm real impressed with these tires right here. Yeah, buddy, I'm glad you did too. Blew the servo out of my Rift. What do you recommend in the price range of $100? Price range of $100. Go with the Power Hobby 729. That is, as I understand it, their version of a Raw 500. I'm not sure if the driveline in it is as strong as a legit 500, but that's what I've been told. What's up, Bob Lewis? RC next Tuesday. What's up, buddy? Jay got the purple, black, and silver black. I think you got both of them. Well, this thing right here drove pretty good today. I'm impressed with it. Slash Raptor, what's up? Steve's RC Tuesday. What's up, legends? Hey, buddy. Tuesday. 3BRC G13. Now, Scott, that servo you're talking about up to 5S, that is an awesome servo at a really good price point. I mean, I've got one in one of my vehicles up here, and I'm tempted to get a couple more. That at that price point is just awesome. I mean, really. And it's good to 5S, which means that when you do put 4S on it, you got room to spare. That's a nice thing. 1998 Jeep Cherokee, the Raw 500. That's a nice one. Major Roads, what's up, buddy? About 8 bodies total, 3D. Are you printing the 124 bodies, Fred? Yeah. Thank you, man. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate that. I recommend it for the guy asking us. Yeah, the G13s. I had one of the first G13s, and I ended up selling that on a truck, and I'm not sure what they did, but they actually tore the gears out of that thing. But that was, what, two or 3 years ago now? So, yeah, everything about the 3BRC stuff has just got nothing but better. better. So, yeah. What's up, Jeremy Watkins? What's happening, buddy? Fred 191 Do you plug your holes on your tires when you run them on your tracks? And great question, Grizzly. Yes, most of my tires on my track, I do seal them up, just because there's so much sand. Did you see the video where I actually put the holes in the tread to let the sand out? That was a lot of sand coming out of them. It was like an hourglass. It just kept on coming out. But yeah, I do generally seal them up. And every time somebody comes out that are unfamiliar with my track, I recommend them at least put some tape over the holes or something. Now, if the tires are vented on the outside, they generally do okay though, because whatever gets pulled in kind of blows out. When the tire expands, it sucks air in. And that's kind of what happens when you have the hole in the middle of the wheel down in there. As that tire is expanding, it's sucking in all that dust, and then there's no way to push it out because of centrifugal force. So if you have the holes on the outside of the tread, it kind of gets the job done, in all honesty, and it lets the tire breathe. Dude, I just watched your video of the drag car. You need to fix the rear camber. Okay, must be talking about Tuesday. I said, I don't have a drag car. Best crawler for a beginner, David. What are you going to do with it? If you're going to beat on it, bash it, jump and all that, you got to go the TRX4. The next step up will be a really nice trail truck is the Axial Base Camp. And if you want to get something with very few mods that you can really throw out and go for it, the Element Ecto. So like 3 different brands all in one sentence there. So, can the Mamba Micro X2 run a Holmes Revolver 380? I believe it can. I've got a Micro X2. I haven't even turned it on. So I have to assume that it would. I don't know why it wouldn't. RC Griggs, what's up, buddy? Let me see. What about the green Vidavon stuff you showed last time for the Creighton? I have not got it done yet, Jacob. I was showing the wheels, though. I have not got that thing done. I've got the transmission, the front and rear bulkheads almost done. I got the front bulkhead to finish. I got the diff over there, adding some million weight to that. There's no sensorless brushless setting. Well, if it's got to have the, I mean, I don't know. It should. I mean, I haven't tried it yet, so I honestly don't know. Good 4S battery. Nails. What vehicle? How much motor are you pushing? What are you trying to do? There's a whole bunch of different 4S batteries out there. Decent body options for the SCX6. Not really. Not really. It's just the Tacoma, or not a Tacoma Honcho, or the Jeep. That's all I know of. Can't wait to see that green machine. Jacob, yeah, me too. I really need to get it going. And I've got boxes of it somewhere around here. So I did get that. See a video. I saw the sand. What happened on the first time around sand? Yeah, that sand gets in there and it just really messes things up. JD's RC, what's up, buddy? Dexter Beatty, Massachusetts, what's up, buddy? Do you have the short drive shafts for the Power Hobbies? Oh, you're talking about these little guys right here. I actually do. I got some of those in by special order. I have a few different sets. Let me put my email up because you're gonna have to email me and send me the measurements for that because your setup may be different than mine. Let me put my email address up here. Yahoo. I actually do have some of those. And we're going to pin that. Oh, pin the proper one. All right, so send me an email on that. I may have exactly what you're after, buddy. Michigan is cold. What size pinion and spur are on your DBXLE? I have not done the speed run lately. It's got the stock spur gear. I believe a 22 tooth pinion gear on it. But I did drive it the other day. That video is up for channel members. Actually, Steve, you should be able to see that. You should be able to see that video. Let me check real quick. Make sure it's XRT, MadLab, Exoplex, MadLab. Yeah, DBXLE. Yeah, it's up there for members. Now Travis Smith, JP, RC. Here's about the opinion. I think it's a 22. It might be a 23. It's ridiculous. What's going on, everyone? Addicted to RC is here. Hit that like button. Woohoo! Just save up. So I'm also going to be working on another Bandit video. This time I spent $30 on a motor. And when I was messing around with it, we got a 26 tooth pinion gear on it. I've got an Arma 9-turn motor in my Traxxas Bandit. Hopefully you guys can see that. It's a 570 motor, I believe it is. And this actually, it makes the little tires expand. So I got my hopes up for this one. I'm going to cut the wing too. Try to drop that down a little bit. There's no need for that much wing back there. Not with what we're doing. The Vedavon 25 too, but I've yet to speed run it. Built too many tires. I had to go with those crazy, I think, BRP tires, man. They don't expand at all, but they're almost a solid tire, even though they're, you know, they look beefy and soft. But yeah, they're violent. Do the Team Garage Hack wheels fit the Traxxas portals? I believe they do. I believe they go right on, buddy. If you do have any clearance, you can usually just file the top of it a little bit and make that work. Bluegrass RC, Merry Christmas. Hey, buddy, Merry Christmas to you. Thanks for the advice regarding the Draft Tech shocks. I have 4 ordered. Nice. More of the Holmes motors. You know, I think the biggest issue with the Holmes motors is the 0 degrees timing. You know, now I had my hopes up for the 15 turn on that, a little bit more than the 12 turn, but they both seem to be about the same speed. So the Traxxas 550 12 turn Titan has about 15 degrees timing on it. So it's actually the faster motor. Grizzly RC, welcome, buddy. Bronze member. Heck yeah, man. In case you guys are wondering what bronze member is, that's a channel membership that I've got. And that's only $2 a month for the bronze. Then you got the 5, and then the 10, then the $25 one. If I'm lucky enough to retire in March, I have a lot of plans for the channel member area. A lot of plans. I just don't have the time. Like, I want to do a lot more, you know, behind the scenes stuff. I want to start getting into shorts, but recording like this is so weird to me. With me, it's always like this. Or like this. You know, that's how I drive. I don't make that noise, you know, but that's what I drive. Was walking out to the track Sunday. I got a pretty good driving video out there, and I walked out. I may have had the Bandit. Yeah, I had the Bandit. So I went out there for a warm up lap. There were people out there, and I just show up and I'm just driving one handed, watching it and all that. Now I wasn't recording my drive, but I was pointing at what I was about to hit and all that. This guy goes, "Man, what's up with that? You're not even looking at your radio or anything." I'm like, "Oh, it's okay. I just drive one handed," and I was driving one handed before I ever started the channel. Or before I ever actually got the channel going, put it that way. I found out that DSM was only still on eBay and integrated. Yeah, he did get back with me on that like yesterday. DSM, hopefully he hangs around. I like his stuff. And I've got some of his stuff in stock, and I'm not letting it go now. Will stock diffs fit in the Vidavon diff case for the Mojave? Yes. Yeah, it should go right in. I'm not sure if I'm going to get another RC by Christmas. I might be able to not get one between then. I mean, I'm up to like 85 now. And I did not have the time for a December drive all. Did not. But if I'm lucky enough to get out of my job in March, as a celebration, I'm going to put my fat butt to work. I'm probably going to do like a retirement drive all or something, you know. Just something to just knock everything out, you know, which I think will be pretty awesome. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it all in 1 month, because at that point I could be upwards of 100 RCs. And the crazy thing is, all my RCs are running, except for one. Oh, two. I got a broken tie rod on the Kronos XTR, and I got to put an ESC and servo in the Fire Team. Those are the only two that are not running. Mark H, I have not tried the G7P yet. Actually, I think I had one of those. I may have had that one, and I turned it on, and it reminded me of an old Nokia phone with a bunch of features. Here we go. Turtle RC. Wait, what? Jegs has a RC grade 2-wheel drive buggy for $50. That's interesting, David. Send me a link to those. I may have to buy another RC. Grizzly, I'm just better driving one-handed. Turtle RC. I just bought a Capra 4-wheel steer. I'm looking to upgrade the motor and ESC to something waterproof. Look at the AX system with the 20. The AX system with the 2300 is an awesome setup for that thing. Using 11-tooth pinion gear, and you're golden. Great choice. Yeah, I've got like 4 of these, and I think 3 of them, maybe 3 of them are like almost maxed out. I can't wait to see you retire. I think I'm more excited than you. See Daily. Man, I am so ready. It's just going to be so crazy. In my adult life, I've always been the one that everybody relied on. I do that. I'm going to rely on my wife for benefits. That's the most scary part. I did sell my G7P. Actually, Gary has that. I don't even think he's used it. Just low C retirement. What's my profession? Hopefully it's going to be RCs. Hopefully RCs. but I've been a mechanic for about 25 years. Oh, there we go. Thank you, David Pig. I appreciate that. See if I can take a quick peek at this. I know I shouldn't, but oh, that's actually pretty nice. Stinger RC buggy, 2-wheel drive. Is that 1/10? Oh, I see. It was 170. More than 10 available. 1/10 scale, independent. I'm gonna order it. I'm gonna order that. Okay, now I see the whole shot RC stadium truck, 2-wheel drive. Jegs Torch RC monster truck, solid axle. Golly, am I going to have to buy 2 of these? Let me show you guys what he sent me. Doesn't that look awesome? Dude, this is actually pretty darn mean looking. Tell me that it's not awesome for 50 bucks. Man. Oh, that'll be changed out. But that is actually pretty darn nice. As if I need another 2-wheel drive buggy because I'm really liking this thing. I think I'm going to have to buy that for sure. Let me check out this monster truck. Let me see here. Christmas presents. You're right. 70 shipped. Hey, that's not a problem. This right here, the monster truck. That's pretty neat. It looks almost like a HPI Wheelie King, but maybe a little bit different. Let me see. 3.5 inches. It is 12 inches wide. Looks like about 16 inches. Dang it, man. I'm about to order some RCs. Man, okay. Let me get back to you guys. Sorry, got distracted there. RC Mad Labs. Hey, there you are, buddy. Oh man, RC Mad Labs. Every day I get home from work is when the work begins. Most of the time, I mean, you've been messaging me at what, 11:30 at night when I got to get up at 5:20 the next morning? That's normal. I try to put the phone down around 10 o'clock and not answer it. But what it is, when I'll get a text message, I'll just glance over. I'm like, and I'll look at it because I can look at it without you guys seeing the read receipt thing. So it all depends on how much I'm dead for the day. I think the monster truck is a knockoff of Sin Racing. Yeah, it could be a Sin Racing. It could be it kind of reminded me of the Wheelie King. Marcus Landry, what's up, buddy? I try and leave Joe alone after 9 to 10. Yeah, I've got messages like 1:30 in the morning, and I'm legit passed out by then. I'm legit gone. I'll wake up and I'm like, man, does this guy ever sleep? But maybe he was in California or another country, where it was like lunchtime or something. I don't know. Cheeseburger, I really don't want a lowrider. I mean, they're neat. They're all that, but I just don't know that I want them. Now, would you do any more servo tests? Man, I am thinking of something here. But the thing is, if I do a servo test with the 3 top servos out there, the 3 biggest, baddest servos out there, you can't go wrong with any one of them. All 3 of them are going to do you right. The problem with that is there's going to be a winner and there's going to be 2 losers. And oh man, I don't know. I haven't done any servo tests in a while, But anyway, I might have to do something. But if I do it, I will get permission from all parties involved. I don't want to get caught up in anything bad, I have seen the new RC8X, but I do not have it. 200 model memory, if it has good ergonomics, that would probably be better than a GT5. I really like the GT5. I would literally need like 60 receivers. What do you do? Good evening. What's up, Dream Big? Reefs 100. Oh, speaking of the Reefs 100, got one right here. Yep. I put the black one in the Arlo, and it done good in there. But they are like a mid-size, so I got to figure out a spot to put that into something. That would probably, if it would fit, would probably be a good option for like a Bandit. Really. Let me see. All right, let me see here. Turn off read receipt. Point of text messages, respond when convenient. Yes, that is correct. It was not me messaging at 1 a.m. Okay, Marcus. I might need to pull up your timing. Maybe by send. It could be. All right. What's Mr. Sammy up to? I have no idea where Sam's at. Test of the 1/5 servos. Man, that would be an insanely expensive test. Trying to round up all the servos. I mean, I've got the Beast. I think I've got the Power Hobby still. And then there's like 2 or 3 more out there. That would be an expensive video. And honestly, I don't think my servo tester could handle that. Plug for our dryer today. Okay. I hear the radio's like a rebranded Sanwa. The Sanwa's got some good. Oh, I got a. I don't have it here. It's in the other room. Y'all remember that shirt that I unboxed live? I ran that thing. Oh man, is it good! But right now I'm waiting for a copyright claim to get cleared on one of my videos, so I could put that up. I got the appeal process going, but anyways, yeah, that thing is awesome. And that hat. Oh, what I was getting at is the Dumbo RC radio. When I got it this time, and this is the third one that I've got. This one actually came with a Radio Link thing that goes around your neck, leash or whatever it is. It has Radio Link. So apparently Radio Link is the one that's making the Dumbo RC radios. So it didn't feel any different than the other ones. Ashley, what's up, buddy? That's a lot of different. Yeah, Crawler Canyon was testing servos the other day. Got the Mamba Micros Revolver working. Had to reverse throttle channel, and then I could. Oh, okay, Chainsaw. That makes sense. Yeah, some of them you have to do that. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Commonly used mid-range servos. Which would be the most commonly used mid-range? I generally try to go with the best I can because gears, so I mean, the 35 kgs off of Amazon, I mean, those are what, 35, 40 bucks or so? I mean, what is mid-range as far as pricing goes for you guys? $50, $60, $70? Four-wheel circumvent crawler. Are you going to make it the mini capper? I'm not planning to make the mini capper a four-wheel steer. I do have other plans for it, though. I had to watch. What did I miss? Finally, Glenn Stauffenberg. Just somebody on the internet running their mouth. RC. Oh, I got a question for you guys. And I thought about doing this. I thought about doing, because I do have a TikTok account. I do have that. And you know how people are streaming pro wrestling stuff, sporting events? what I thought about doing, and you guys tell me if I'm crazy or not, but what if I set mine up to stream, to do the live and all that, but I'm actually watching my own videos and critiquing my own videos? What do you guys think? Talking 8 to 14-minute live streams. Good idea? Bad idea? I don't know that I want to critique other guys' videos because I think it would just be rude, but I could certainly critique mine. I've never had cut and shuts, Crawfish JP. Chainsaw, that motor, be careful and don't bind your tires up, okay? Because if you got that system in your Mini Capra, I'm pretty sure it'll wring those drive shafts off like they're nothing. So just be careful about that. 45 to 75 will be mid-range. I'm put in. It looks so good. I meant the raw 500 comparable 500 ounce servos from others around. Now, to me, the raw 500 is a high-end servo. I mean, it may not be the most expensive servo by today's standards. I think like the 900 and 1100s or more. Yes, on TikTok. Well, they got a nice little streaming system, you know. Guess I could do it, I guess, on this one. Turn the camera around, I guess, and see if I can set that up. Perfect pass. It's rebranded. Wow, they're rebranding a JX. Fine, do it more Exo. Don't put a Holmes Hobbies SHV 500 Exo Rift. It has a servo saver and still with a 2-gear set. Oh wow, yeah. I've done the I run the raw 500s in my riffs, and I've killed several horns and all that. But I have went back to servo sabers. And as far as servo sabers go, I mean, I'm a Vidavon guy. You guys know that, but I like the Trio servo sabers better. So are you guys on TikTok and all that? If you guys are on TikTok, find me. I'm just Exocaged RC as usual. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing that, just setting it up and just chat or however that works. I've never went live on TikTok. I don't even know how to share my TikTok information, in all honesty. But I think I've got 1,400 followers on there, I think. Now, live wrenching, I've thought about that, but man, it's like just doing something as simple as, you know, setting up the links on this, you know, something like this. I mean, it takes hours, you know, to figure all this stuff out. And in the middle of those hours, I may put this down and grab another vehicle and work on that one. I may put this down and go video something outside. I don't know. It's it'll be something I'd have to think about and try to figure out. Maybe when I get to retire and I have the time, you know, I would like to expand a little bit. Red Cat servo horn never failed. Wow. I can make one. I don't have TikTok. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many you guys. I generally surf TikTok and I just look for the funny stuff. I look for the funny stuff. Yo, you don't like your Centon. Sawyer, what's up with it, buddy? Watch. It allows you to talk with viewers about other topics while wrenching. Yes, it does. But then it's like, I don't know. It'll be like me trying to wrench like right now. You know, I mean, but the only thing I could possibly do that if I'm wrenching on this, then this is my focus. You know, 100 messages, all that stuff would go through, and it'd be like, I'd miss everybody, you know? I'd miss everybody's comments and questions and stuff like that, you know? Corrupt Carbon Works. That's one that I don't have yet. I've not got a Corrupt Carbon Works. I guess I'll have to try to look them up. I mean, this is the last chassis that I had in stock. This is the high-low. So I will be looking for a new chassis to build, because apparently I'm always building a new crawler of some kind. I don't know. Mad Labs, you're a fabricator. These crawlers might be just what you're after. And speaking of Mad Labs, I've got something, and you guys haven't seen it yet because I'm waiting for another copyright to be cleared up on my YouTube thing. But he makes these right here. Now this is a 5mm chassis plate. Look at this thing. This right here is rounded. This goes under your Arma 4S. He's got them for the 3S and I believe the different models. I believe Arma's got, what, 4 different chassis or something like that, different lengths. So this is the thicker one. I've got the 3mm one, I believe it is, on my Creighton 4S right now. But it added about roughly 10 ounces. This is going to add a little bit more. This is at the bottom of the chassis, and the truck did seem more stable, having about 10 extra ounces at the bottom of the chassis. So, yeah, this will be my next piece to go on. And as far as the 3mm chassis that I have, I'm not sure whether I'll keep this on there or put the 3mm one back on just yet. But regardless, whichever one does not stay on that truck will be kept, because I don't know what I'm going to be building next. I may end up, I don't know. You never know. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm building next. But anyway, this thing right here is awesome. That's a neoprene. And you can see the numbers, the letters on there. On his instructions, they go through everything. Very thorough. So, yeah. All kinds of stuff. New bolts, hardware, everything. So, very nice setup. Very involved setup when you try to do it like what I did. All right, let me see here. Let me get back up, everybody. Dream big, build small. Gotcha, buddy. Thank you. Tower on my easy. Nice. Eco Power. Always up for more RC videos. Just got a follower from me. Thank you. 1557. Dang. Nice. I haven't even looked at my numbers in a while. I just go on and start surfing. I do post a couple videos every now and then, but all right, good deal. 700 at Reefs on Black Friday sales. I just ordered 2 raw 500s and 2 more 299s because January my website goes live and I am authorized to sell. So if I have any of these servos, they'll be on the website. This is your full-time job, Alan Smith. Not yet, buddy. Not yet, but I'm hoping so. I'm hoping so in March. So I'm hoping. I'm trying. I mean, only about 55,000 subscribers, but with my upload content, the decent views, the affiliates, which is why I'm always saying, you know, AMain, eBay, Amazon, Horizon. When you guys follow me on Facebook, I'll post up different links and stuff like that. Those are affiliate links, and that helps. That helps out a lot, you know. So all of those things working together, the park in the backyard, the website, hopefully it'll go over well when that goes up. I'm a little nervous. I still have a lot of work to do. But a lot of times, like parts and pieces that I take off of vehicles, especially like the radio systems and ESCs, motors, if they're decent, I'll bundle them all up and I'm going to try to sell them off pretty cheap. I'll go online and look at them and see how much they cost new. They're now used, so I'll price them accordingly. And that'll be in its own separate area on the website. Okay, Sawyer. Yeah, you had the issue with yours. Let me see if I can find. See Chun, Core Servos, corrupt carbon. Yeah. See the corrupt carbon. I feel like I should have bought a Mojave 6S or Losi TTSCT. Okay, so basically, Sawyer, you're saying it's just too small, that you're looking for a bigger truck, pretty much. A Phoenix portal kit. Oh yeah, that the Phoenix is a good build. The shocks are kind of a pain in the butt to put together on that thing. 1998G, man, yeah, I actually messaged him today. They've had my Ecto for, I guess, 4 months now. So I'm hoping to get the chassis for that as well. I'm hoping to see it myself. Yeah, when I get it, you guys will all see it for sure. Yes, it is RC next Tuesday. Guy Spencer just got the Ripper V2. What's a Ripper V2, Guy Spencer? What links did you use to replace the bent ones on the Endura? That would be this one right here. What I did, I used all the links that came with it, including the lower ones, but I had to make the top links. Hopefully you guys can see them, out of like some turnbuckles that I had left over. So the front uppers are what I did with that. So the length of them, honestly, I don't know, and I do think I had to drill an extra hole up here to set this out of the way of the drive shaft like that. But this is an awesome vehicle. And I've got too many really awesome crawlers. Too many. Maybe one day I'll do an auction for one of these builds. Would you guys be interested in that? Oh, man. I mean, they're all scratched up. But, all right, let me see. We'll beef up your RC. Need a few more 500s. 606. What's up, buddy? Coolest. That's nice. Salted Low CRC has a teaser pick. Oh, man. What's Losi going to put out? I'm fine with not buying any new vehicles. And I got to look at them up. But I'm going to probably buy... I'm going to at least buy that buggy. I mean, $50. I mean, Notorious. Been offered a Notorious with Mojave and Creighton spares for 200, guys. And no rush to sell, so it's mine. Just need to... Yeah? Well, Sawyer, that's not meant to be a heavy truck. It's meant to be a 2S lightweight race style basher truck. It's not meant to be heavy. And if you make that thing way too heavy, you start having other issues. It's meant to be a light race style truck. And I say race style because you got guys with the low C's and the Technos and all that, which are quite a few levels up above that. But it's not meant to be light, buddy. No, it's not meant to be heavy. Sorry. Reaper V2 corrupt carb. Okay. Guy, what do you think of it, man? Too many. Dream big. I've got so many, and apparently I'm probably going to be building a Reaper. Since that's what everybody is recommending right here, so I'll have to remember to look at that one here. Let me add that to my notes. Reaper by Corrupt Carbon Works. Carbine Works. All right. I've got that saved now. Reaper, too many crawlers. Saw here the brace kit with me completely changes it. Now the brace kit, like what Mad Labs is talking about, will get that center of gravity down, just like what it did for my 4S Creighton, and that may help you out. Okay. Lucy has the Nightcrawler. Dream big. If you do an OnlyFans or XX mode. I am not planning on any of that stuff, buddy. Is my name RC Sparks? Oh God, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, he's oh man, am I turning red? He's actually still making RC videos too, by the way. I actually saw one pop up the other day. Okay, so they're basically redoing the trophy truck looking thing. Okay, then that's an easy one. I can pass on that one. I don't know of anybody making metal steering linkage for the Dangy Ridge Rock. I believe you're just gonna have to figure out how to put one together yourself. Steve, man, that Losi I've got is nice. Those sand paddles are beautiful on that thing. And that brushless really woke it up. Nice. A negative G looks very interesting. Comes with everything. Whoa, wait. The negative G comes with everything? That's really important, especially if it comes with links and stuff. Negative G. All right. Added that to my list. I have 2 and sent one to Chuck to kick butt at Barbarian. Ooh, hopefully he'll be there. I bought a used Arma Granite, but it needed a new motor. I put a 3900 kV. Don't understand why, but it always clogged when it starts from a dead start. Okay, cogging, that's something that's just going to happen. Now, you say you bought a used Arma Granite, but it's cogging at the start. You may have a bad ESC because there's 3. You do have 3 wires on that thing, right? I say that because you could get like the Megas and they take a brush motor. So, but if there's a dead phase, if one of those 3 wires is not working, then it'll cog and it'll mess up that brand new motor. So, you could probably pull one of the wires off and see if it changes. If you pull one wire off as you you have 3 wires. You take one of them off, right? If the motor does exact same thing as before, then this is your problem. If the motor changes, then put this one back up and take that one loose and go all the way through them. That way, if one of the legs are dead, you'll find it and you'll know that it's the ESC problem. Purple Power Wagon. That's what my Purple Power when I came to visit. Okay, Reaper V2. That guy is a tool. Oh, triple Exocaged. Not gonna happen, buddy. Whole feud with Talbot Pit. Man, that was RC Daily. Man, I tell you, that was I was at the USTE and I started getting messages on my phone about it. And I'm thinking, what? And they said, oh, I'm so glad you're not in the big mess and all that between Talbot and Sparks. I'm thinking, I got 30,000 subscribers, buddy. They have millions. I'm not even in their league. But anyway, yeah. I kind of think Pat played them. I kind of think Pat played both of them, in all honesty. But anyway, I don't need to comment on that. Sawyer, one guy posted up that that the Lucy has a new car they just like gave a hint about. Looks like a IFS front with a solid rear, like a trophy truck with like a side by side cage on it. What's the going price on the Phoenix Portal? How compatible is it to a TRX4? Brian Button, the Phoenix Portal isn't really compatible to a TRX4. I mean, sure, they both have portal axles, but those are very different. The driveline is totally different. I mean, heck, the Phoenix Portal, maybe I should take mine for a drive. I haven't driven that thing in forever. It's in there collecting dust. But yeah, it's if you're going to bash and play around, then get the TRX4. If you want more trail crawling and you like this option of being able to set your radio up to get two-wheel drive or front-wheel drive and then overdrive and then a double overdrive, then if you like the features like that, get the Phoenix. But the TRX4 got a 2-speed and selectable lockers, and they work pretty darn good. The Dream Big Bill, so the what chassis? RC LCG. I have not tried whatever that is. Looks like they just put a bunch of letters together and called it a brand. Got a link to that post. I can't post links right now. Now you're a bit of a Bond guy, but have you ever used a hobby pack aluminum stuff? I'm not sure what you're saying, Grizzly. Okay. Linked it. Okay, there we go. Okay. To me, you're out of there. Oh. Buddy, I'm trying, but I really appreciate that. Came out fine, but smart. See, you don't have anything to do with it. RC Daily, yeah, but Spark shouldn't have stuck his nose in their business. But all right, I gotta stop. Be interested in your auctions if you decided to run them. Like if I was to, am I just now seeing the auctions? Is the delay that bad? I just saw. Where can I find that post? I saw your how late was I on that one? Is the lag that bad tonight? I mean, I wouldn't even know what to even auction something off as. I mean, I can tell you what I got in them. And the vast majority of my crawlers are over $1,000 easy. Even this one. I think maybe the Power Hobby one might be a little under. Steve RC, catch you later, buddy. The fastest motor I've put into a VFD. All I've ever put into a VFD has been the 2800 Axe. Big Egg, what's up, buddy? C channel reels more. Gotcha. You're not behind. Okay. Okay, just check. I mean, I just got that. I pulled it towards the painting for Sparky. Which post? Start at 50% of money in it and go from there. Now, as far as auctioning off a vehicle, though, it kind of has to have a thing to where I'm kind of done with it as well. And I've only got a couple vehicles that I would actually auction off right now. And they are both crawlers, but I'm not sure if I want to let them go. One would be Optimus 3 and the other one would be Mjolnir. Those are the two. They're both on a Spare Time Hobbies chassis. Mjolnir's got the capper drive line with rear steer. And obviously Optimus is, front steer only. Dig. Well, Mjolnir has dig as well. I believe they're both brushless now. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Did you even use hobby pack? What's a hobby pack? I know you're a Vidavon person. What is hobby pack? You're talking batteries or something? I think there are others with a 12-degree skid too. I don't know what this one is. That's the high-low. But I believe the Dirty South right there, I believe that's got a 12-degree skid on it. And that really helps when you're getting past an edge. When that front end gets up on it like that and you're going over. Now, this particular one right here, it doesn't just hit and slide across as well as it should. At least not in my area. Awesome RT66. Thinking about it, it kind of sounds weird to say that a crawler is going to be used as a basher, like a basher grip. Well, as far as bashers goes, crawlers, man, the TRX4s are your best at that. They can take a serious beating, Coolis. I mean, they're really tough trucks. Right, RC Daily, correct. Dream big. I love the spare time chassis. I really do. Awesome chassis. It's just that chassis design is kind of old at this point in time, and I like to try to keep at least fairly new stuff on the market. RC did it too. Man, that was Optimus 3, which, you know, Spare Time Hobbies, which Adam Bavuso worked with me on that. A lot of the stuff for that truck was actually a personal request to actually build it. And then he made everything available. So that's kind of how the Optimus 3 came around with Spare Time Hobbies and everything. That was an awesome thing. That's the closest I've got to a truck that you guys can just go buy, you know? Guy Spencer, I do remember the Techno SET I had a few years ago. It's now like a weird crawler thing with a SEX 10.2 transmission in it. Yep, it is no longer fast, and it's on UDR sand paddles with a Three Brothers RC Kratos 6 motor in it. And a Monster X ESC, I believe. Hobby part, the new Spirit of Hobby chassis are badass. Maybe I need to see what the new chassis are. Hot Racing 3-gear. I've had the Hot Racing gears and all that stuff. They're pretty good gears. So yeah, I like the forward design on these things, man. This one's got it. The Power Hobby has it. And I believe I got another one with a forward chassis. Forward chassis. Let me see. Oh, yeah. The Amazon truck. Right here. This is a forward chassis as well. And this is the one with the 3BRC G13 Pro. This is actually a good truck right here, man. This thing, my gold member. Need to hit it with the air hose, actually. But that's a good truck right there, guys. That's got an Element Ecto front end and 10.3 rear end. RC Mad Labs, which crawler would you start with? You're going to have to message me and talk to me so I get really a good feel for what you're wanting here. Do you want a kit to build? Heck, there's so many good things out there, man, in the crawler world. It's just awesome. But yeah, just message me a little bit when we get done with this. We're at the 1 hour mark right now. JDRC, I will buy both. Mjolnir, that's quite the vehicle. Four-wheel steer and dig. I don't know that there's any overdrive on that one because it has the four-wheel steer. 2700 VS410. Okay, yeah. Saw your where can I find the info on the new Losi release? Honestly, I don't know where to look for that. They probably posted on their Facebook page or their Instagram or something. I haven't seen it yet. But believe me, when they go to release it, you got all those YouTubers out there that gets all this stuff like they get. You'll be seeing it all over YouTube. I mean, heck, most of the time when I get my trucks, I'm just like you guys. I got to go to the local hobby shop or get it pre-ordered and stuff like that. So that's kind of the way it works for me. Holmes 2700 Puller Pro on 4S. You're wanting to break something. That's a lot of motor. The most recent post. But the only thing I'll be missing out is the 2-speed. Now, C-dubs, as far as like the truck that you're talking about, the Vanquish Phoenix, I've done a video on this. If you can put the rear drive, the dig servo into neutral, you actually have like a 3-speed truck, okay? You can put it into 2-wheel drive, just the back is driving, right? Put that into neutral, engage the front into low overdrive. That would be like second gear. Then you engage your front overdrive into the high overdrive, and it'll be like a third gear. Granted, it's front wheel drive, so you're not really going to climb a whole lot, but you can pop in and out the rear drive as needed. So you can kind of sort of get a 3-speed out of that thing. And I've got a video on that. Believe it, all right? I got videos on everything. I'm over at like 2,300 videos, guys. Whoo, crazy. Oh, I'm missing a 2-speed. I don't know. Oh, see, man, it's hard to beat a TRX4 out of the box. TRX4, yeah. What's up from Austin, Texas? What's up? When can we get a video on sweep racing tri-lugs? They're identical to the Baja Pros. Let me add that to my list here. Sweep racing tri-lugs. All right. Added that to my Reaper from Corrupt Carbon Works and the Negative G chassis. And I guess I need to add in Team Garage Hack. No. Spare Time Hobbies. Need to look at that. I don't need 3 more comp crawlers. My goodness. I'm going to probably build 3 more comp crawlers. My Vidavon B-Lux from Mojave. You got your Vidavon B-Lux for the Mojave. Okay. Proline, did you get the ones for the Hyrax or the ones for the normal tires? You can make about any of them your own. If you're wanting to get something with a trail, serious wood, great. Yeah, RC Daily's on it, 100%. I'm laughing like a kid at Yeah, I have a lot of fun with these things. And like when I'm driving something new, like this one right here, which is totally new to me, the biggest thing about this is this right here. It has a selectable rear diff on it, TRX4 rear axle. And in the video that I recorded today, I still have to edit it and get the outro done and all that. It seems like the rear differential is best for maneuvering and getting around and doing things like that. When it comes to the climbs and stuff like that, it didn't show enough to make it worthwhile to have the feature on there. But like if you're on a trail like something like what we've got going around here, when we have to go through the woods and around trees and stuff like that, opening up the rear axle makes it a lot more responsive. So that I did notice. But I got to do the outro on that one. All that. And I also got the Sherp, something for that Sherp. I made this right here to go on. I got to wipe it off now. Brush the serial number 0000N. Yeah. Anyway. Is a Spectrum 2-in-1 as good as a Fusion? The Spectrum is also made by Hobby Wings, so it's probably just as good as the Fusion, yes. Jay Leahy. And of course, if you need some, Base Camp are great too. The Base Camp has become one of my... Man, the Base Camp is just a great all-around truck. It really is. All right, TRX4, Mad Labs. Message me and we'll talk about TRX4 features. Do you want one like a base model, like a sport model, or do you want one with selectable diff locks and transmission, first and second gear? The second gear is a lot of fun, by the way. And first gear is a good low ratio. I believe it's around 60-1 or something. So it's got a good crawl to it. But in second gear, open up the disc if that's a model you get and just jump it. Yeah, it'll take it. Mm-hmm. $3.99. Wow. The Phoenix Portal kits, that's less than I paid. Gussa, what's up? Bot Brad, mad love, respect from Bama, Alabama. All right, Sonic Moto, hey from Oakland. When are you going to start that Bandit Cheap Racing series? We've actually been doing that. We had 7 bandits on the track at one time this past Sunday. And I do have a video of that. I just got to get it done and we'll figure out a spot to put it in because I've got a bunch. If I had the time when I retire, I have enough stuff to literally do. And I'm not talking about a drywall event. I have enough stuff to show and get done at least 2 videos per day for about 2 months. I'm not exaggerating. I just don't have the time it takes to get it. The second gear with open diffs on that's a lot of fun. One's for the Hyrax. Okay, the Hyrax, you're going to have to the Pro lines, they have a very specific bead. That's why it's got all of them little fingers in there. You'll have to see if the Pro line has a sand paddle with that feature on it. If Pro line has a sand paddle with that feature on it, let me know because I'm going to want a set of those myself. I know they have the DuPonts. Maybe those have that same feature. I don't know. Let me see. Thomas Gordon, thank you, buddy. Oh, yeah, Thomas Gordon. Yeah, I got your stuff ordered. So we'll get you all fixed up on your capper. John Master Bray, what's up, buddy? Rebelcon, great all-around big. Rebelcon is good. Guy Spencer, you are correct. I do not regret buying mine, and mine is actually down there. That's where my Rebelcon is. T-Rex Solar. Man, I need to see if I can get a tilt bed for it. I know a couple months ago I was trying to get one and they weren't even taking orders. Are they taking orders anymore? But I do have it up there. I mean, I could do a simple drive video with it. I mean, I haven't done anything to it since the last time we saw it. It's just been sitting there. I think I've got one of those little Amazon special rip saw tanks on the back. Maybe I could put that on there and drive it off and see what we can do with it. Maybe do a little combination video or something. What's your opinion on the Furatech 110 ESC? How does it compare to other? Now, the Furatech ESCs, what I like about those is they're beefy. They have enough of a heat sink to really take some heat. In my opinion, the Holmes Crawlmaster Mini V2 is a smoother ESC. Okay. The Furatech, it comes in with the sinusoidal startup, but it kicks out at a lower RPM than what the Holmes does. Okay. And what that does is When the Holmes is still in the sinusoidal startup, it's holding the FOC like up to here, as where the Furtec gets to about here. And then the Furtec goes into normal drive mode, and if you're going to get a cog, that's where you'll get it. When the Holmes goes from the sinusoidal start to the drive mode, you can get a cog at that point right there as well. But usually the motor RPMs are already up so high that you don't hardly notice it at all. So that's my thoughts on the two. I think who was it? Was it Team Garage Hack or something like that? Just released another board style ESC. So I think it's $140 they're charging for theirs, but I believe it has a few extra features, so it might be worth checking into. If you had to pick one single system to crawl, trail run from now on, that would be the Hobbywing Fusion. If I had to pick one single system to crawl, trail, the Hobbywing Fusion, probably the XE. Hopefully, when I get those soon, I'll be able to. I mean, heck, if that thing is $80 and as good as a normal Fusion, that's a winner. That's going to just dominate everything, man. They'll never be able to keep those in stock. The Ecto front ends, they're really good. I have not broken mine, but it seems like for the real sharp steering, the Axial SCX 10.2 axles can actually get a sharper turn. However, Ecto front axles are really darn good. I have not had an issue with them. I've got them in. I have a couple of them, and so far I have not broke them. Have not had any ring and pinion issues or anything with them. Old school 4-minute qualifiers and then the main. Yeah, but that was back, Sonic Moto. That's back when all you got was 4 minutes out of your old Nike ads. Yeah, I remember those days. I mean, if you got 5 minutes, you were doing something wrong because there was more to be had to bring it down to the 4-minute mark. Coolest 22. How many RC cars do I think I have? I think I'm around 85. I think. They got a new printed body for the Rebelcon now? I have not seen that one. Turtle RC. All right. Have I caught up with everybody? It's amazing. Oh boy. So, man. Some of the future things I've got working on between like the next 200 or 300 videos. Got some more SCX6 bouncer stuff coming up. I've been looking at the Clodbuster recently. I kind of want to take that out for a drive. It's still got stock motors and stuff, but it's got lots of lights on it. I can maybe do a Clodbuster video. I guess I need to go do a hauler video. I've got Midnight Pumpkin. I don't know, just simple driving videos maybe. But as far as showing stuff, I still have to get both videos up with the Creighton 4S. Waiting on that stupid copyright stuff. And then I'll be able to get this on there, see how that's going to work out. I got 2 bodies ordered, 2 creep bodies ordered for this, as in like in case I mess them up. And then I've got some chassis to look at, see if I can come up with all that. I mean, yeah, the Pumpkin, I got the chrome body one on that. The Clodbuster, it's got the nice billet wheels that you get off of eBay. Got those. It's pretty nice. A silent ESC comparison video. Well, about all you're going to see is exactly what I just mentioned as far as the sinusoidal startup. Other than that, they're going to run about the same. I could try. I mean, but they're very different ESCs though. Like the most of your Furitech is with the 24 scale stuff. They just have like the 1/10 ESC. And I've asked him about, can I put the Lizard in a 110 truck? And he says, don't do it. Well, I'm half tempted to try it anyway. But 1/10 is a lot more than a 124, you know? Even, even with the lightweight stuff. I want to get rid of my X-Max and get more 110 scale RCs. X-Max is just too much for me right now. I'm sure there's somebody out there that'll pick it up from you, buddy. Ah, the Deluxe Fab Suppressor. That might be it. Is that the newest one? That might be the one I was talking about earlier. I don't want to dig into that too much. But yeah, I think that might be the one that you were talking about, the one I was mentioning, the Deluxe Fab. How did your base camp cross set up for class? Dude, I have like placed in the top 3 every time I put the base camp out there in class 1. I'm no longer running for points. I'm just running for fun. I have actually retired from competition crawling. So I'm able to run, like before, if I started the series with this truck, my goal was to win it with this truck. And I've been able to do that pretty much every time. So in this series, I'm trying my best to run a different truck for all 5 events. And this is event number 3, which means I need 2 more brand new trucks to build in the next 2 months. Yeah. And I have no idea where to start other than, like with the chassis suggestions you guys were recommending, like the Reaper, the Negative G, or the new STH chassis. I mean, if I run out of trucks, I'm going to start recycling my old ones. I'll break out Superlight SV1, Superlight 1, SV2. I'll break those out, you know. There we go. The RC Daily, good deal. Run an airplane ESC on an outrunner. Well, Marcus, that's actually where these ESCs originated from. The quiet ESCs, because I was working with a guy named Pete, and he was working with Holmes, and I did some testing, along with those 2 guys, and we actually came up a little bit. I had some input on it, but I'm not the technical brain behind it and all that. That's Holmes and those guys. They got the brains for that stuff. But I was able to help test with them on that stuff. And basically, they came from the quadcopter ESCs. That's basically the original reprogrammed kind of a thing. Now, on that, the issue with the airplane ESC is there's no reverse. Not usually. Yep, the custom firmware, that was part of the stuff that we was messing with, Bot Brad. 85 people on 23 likes. I don't see where you're seeing 23 likes. I see 66 and 77 people. I'll have to look at the new STH. I don't know. I don't know if they'll still have the wine. On the Lizard 10, what is the BEC output? Heck, I honestly don't remember. I think you can bump that up, though. I think. They're like 7.4, I think. But don't quote me on that. It's been a while since I've messed with that one. What do you get for who does a suppressor XL version? Okay. From the high amps. High RPM. Bot Brad, on the whine that you hear from mine, it's from the RPMs and everything is just spinning in there. But it's the pulse width modulation. The frequency is higher than what we can hear. So that's why I like on the Castle, they're so ungodly loud, especially in a crawler. On like a basher, it doesn't bother anything. You know, you perfectly fine with that. But it's in the pulse width modulation, the frequency of the ESC. So with these, like this one right here, it'll run totally quiet until you really start running it, and that's when all them fins and stuff like that just start turbulence. They start making a lot of noise, and they can get a little bit loud. Cool. What's your big goal for the YouTube channel? Just keep it going. To keep it going, guys. I'm curious to see where it's going to go. The AM32, I believe. Okay, yeah. Mine shows 13 likes. Man, 13? Yeah, I'm seeing 72 people and 74 likes. 70 people now. Where y'all going? You need to use a BEC with an airplane. Yeah, but on that, when I use the Crawlmaster Mini V2s, you'll notice I always have a direct power servo because these don't really have the amps and they're only 5 volts. So that's basically there to power the receiver without having to have a BEC. And with a direct power servo like this, you don't need a BEC. At least not unless you have all kinds of other stuff. Okay, there you go. 6 or 8 volts. Mark, you are perfectly safe at 7.4 volts. You can run that up to 8.4, 8.6 volts. Yep, very good. Proline Crawler TA or the Baja Pros. Oh, man. Both of those are really good tires. I would say if your terrain is more rocky, dry rock, I'll probably go with the crawlers. If your terrain is more dirty, dirt, hilly, and just loose stuff, go with the Baja Pros. Killer Yoda, how is the high-low coming? I'm showing that a few times on here. Here it is. I drove it again today. And it's actually pretty darn easy. It came out to about 40% overdrive. I put the stock gears back in the back to give it a little bit more. The 10% wasn't really enough. Yep, direct power, man. I really like the direct power. Holds or tusks? Dirty rock. Oh, man. They're both good tires, man. I don't know what to tell you on that one. Bob Brown loves up 4.85. Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Did I set the one up for public yet with the Capra bouncer on those tires? Let me show you this one real quick. Hang on. I put them on this right here, too. They look a little bit small on it, but man, they handle so good. I actually messed around with the track a little bit, and these are old Integy housings, and they're crap. You don't want them. But anyway, they actually did really good on this thing. Got a Kappa inside, transmission, all that stuff. It's got a 9-tooth pinion gear. It's got the Trio transmission case in it, and yeah, I need to put a bigger pinion gear in it. It's a little bit on the slow side for bashing around on a track and jumping hills and stuff. A little bit on the slow side. I do get over Crawlmaster Mini V2. Yes. A 99 micro is okay. But man, at 5 volts, you're missing a whole lot out of that 99 micro. If you did run that to a 2S or a BEC and bump that up, you'll get a lot more performance out of that. I actually had the 99 micro on one of my dig trucks working on the 5 volts, and I ended up putting a BEC in it just to make it a little bit more faster. The WP1080 Gen G2, I don't believe we talked about that yet. But I will say it looks like a nice incremental update. Personally, I would have liked to have seen it before S capable. But Yeah, just like RC Daily, it's not 4S. I think it should have been 4S at this point. And 4S is slowly coming in, just like, you know, it took a while for 3S when everybody was running 2S and all that. So, real car mode. Would that be like a normal forward brake reverse? Now that would be nice to have on some. I mean, heck, that would actually work good on the Bandit. Oh, that would actually be really nice on the Bandit. So Mike P, what's up, buddy? We got about 30 minutes to go. Let me see. Right, let's see. We need more 4S brush options, and the 4S stuff is coming. I mean, right now, your only 4S ESC out there will be the Holmes BRXL. That's about $100, but it's good to 6S though. But that is only, that's the BEC on that is limited to 6 volts, I believe. I don't believe that's adjustable, so you can't bump that up. So therefore, you got to have an external BEC to bring stuff up, or you use that in a direct power to get around all that. Whew. Have I had any more drive time with the FuryTech and the Mini Capra? I have not driven it since I made that video, and that was actually a pretty recent one. I do have something else on the way for that, though. But I really need to get into the shocks. I really need to do something to bring that thing down, because just like the 1/10 one, it's too tall. It extends out and falls over. But something's on the way that should be pretty awesome with that. Oh, the auxiliary wire thing. Yeah. Well, that's weird. Real car mode is stupid. You actually use a channel to shift into reverse. Then you pull the trigger to go in reverse. Then shift. Oh, that's all that does? That's no good. I know a guy, he was had an X-Max, and he messed up the rear end on it. So he was driving around in reverse, right? Well, he was messing around, and all of a sudden he got too close to this guy, so he instinctively went for more brake, which was reverse, and slammed him pretty darn good. Like right in the Achilles tendon, man. It caught him pretty good. I mean, your panic is to hit that brake, stop. Well, you were already in reverse, so he just kind of like floored it full throttle on an X-Max. That was a rough one. Empty channel, real car mode, throttle for forward, stop, and then forward throttle. Okay, that I have no need for that real car mode, none. The dual motor having 880 is 4S, like $40. Yeah, but I don't believe that 880 has the control factor of like a 1080 does. The 1080 is much more controlled as far as hills and stuff like that, where the 880 just doesn't have that control. So I've got an 880 in my Clodbuster, actually. So now 4S on brush motors isn't too bad as long as you're around the 45 to 55 turns. I mean, I used to run it on a 45 turn Tekin 4S quite a bit with an old Mamba Max Pro ESC, and heck, it ran forever. But 45 turn, I believe it was a Tekin. It may have been an Integy. I don't know. It's been years ago. New to the hobby, Prepper 07. Welcome to the club, buddy. Yeah. Mad Labs, are you going to order it, or are you going to get it at a local shop? If you're going to order it, let me send you a link. Also, Mad Labs, I may have to get with you. because we were talking about the Centon 3S. I may need to get one of those ordered from you, so I can go and put one on that and see how that reacts with the Centon. See if it kind of beefs it up a little bit. When you get your online store, you'll be selling parts on fully built RC. Tom, what I'm planning on is parts. I'm a dealer for Vidavon, Reese, Holmes, and I'm a dealer for 2 other brands, but I got to make sure that it's legal for me to actually sell those. They are RC related, obviously, but as far as like the RTR vehicles and stuff like that, I'm not really planning on doing anything like that. Perhaps if I get a deal, a really good deal, like Christmas specials on like the fire team, something like that, that I can buy and then part out, I could do something like that, but I'm not really planning to do that kind of stuff with it. Now, take the Bandit, for example. I get the Bandit, I drive it a couple times, I take the radio right out, I put the GT5 in. Well, the radio will actually go on the website. So I'll sell the radio off of that with the receiver, possibly with the stock ESC and stuff like that. So a lot of the times, like the stock ESCs that come out, I'll post those on there for sale as well. So yeah. Yeah. Let's see how turn for us. Well, so I'm trying to catch up with you guys. Pull start. Someone Carbon Traxxas. Oh yeah, I don't do any nitros. Direct power for crawlers and bashes, or just crawlers? For me personally, direct power is for crawlers. When it comes to like bashers and stuff, simple plug and play just seems to be where it's at for me. Asian UGRC Lab, what's up, buddy? And the spring popped out when I put it back in. Okay, so yeah, I'm not a nitro guy. Yep. Also, Vidavon, Reese, and Holmes. In fact, I ordered some Reese stuff tonight, actually. Unless it sells out before the website goes up, there'll be a raw 500 and a couple 299s on there, which the servos that I plan to sell and stuff like that are servos that I personally use. So it's like, I'm not going to go to Amazon and buy some of the cheap 35K servos, and then put them up there. Do I use the 35 kg? Yeah, I think I've got one of them around here, but it's like the Holmes. If I do Holmes on there, it'll be the SHV 800s or the new SHV 650s or something like that. It'll be the better servos, believe me. Ah, there's Reese right there. Huh, was just talking about you. But yeah, I'll put the better stuff on there. I have not tried anything from NSDRC. Legendary Reese is here. Man, USTE is going to be awesome. Man, if you guys have never been to a USTE, you've got to go. The vendors alley is just amazing. I'll have a booth there. Reese will probably be there too. Man, it's awesome. It is awesome. I'm busy though. The last couple years I've been too busy to the point to where it's like the previous years I was able to go around to hit most all the vendors and get the interview videos and all that. But man, I've just been so busy the last few that I haven't been able to get that much. So you get more 6 to 8S direct power. Dude, I would love an 8S direct power servo, like something for the SCX6 or something like that, an 8S direct power. Yeah, I would love to see that. Pro 3 for 4S. Yeah, that's exactly what I want to buy my stuff from you ASAP. Well, Tom, in January, the website will be up, and I'll be selling everything I can get my hands on. I'm trying to stock up, placing orders here, there, trying to get stocked up, buddy. Believe me, I'm doing everything I can. I got to be careful how much I throw into the website. So, but anyway, I'm doing what I can. Believe me. Um. Xantazar. I agree. 27 turn is a little bit much for 4S. It'll be wild though until it burns up. My mark, the website will be exocagedrc.com. Simple and easy. Great luck with the electric start. Some old T-Maxes. Mark, the site is still under construction. Yes, it is. It is still under construction. One-armed bandit. Haha. What's up, buddy? Definitely talk to the RC Addict crew. Love those guys. Yep. Awesome. My money, get reefs instead of cheap servos that burn out. For a few more servos that I need. Yeah, buddy. What's that, Reef? See you down at USTE. Ooh, I'll help keep you busy, Tom. Well, at least you guys will actually be able to see my inventory, at that point. Versus, now you just got to text me, okay, I have this part, got to order that part, but at least you guys will be able to see the inventory. And I'm trying to get it all set up to where, Arma 6S is here, X-Max is there, XRT, 10.3, which I have a bunch of Vidavon shock towers for 10.3 in stock right now. A bunch of them, like 20 fronts and 20 rears. So if you need some shock towers for your SCX 10.3, send me an email. I'll get you fixed up. Get them shipped out quick. I'm hot racing. If you're going to do a website, you should get DC Motor servos. They make 500-ounce servo. DC Motors servos. I have never heard of DC Motor servos. Send me a link to them. As far as tires and wheels go, I am a vendor, a dealer for one brand that does have those. But before I try to sell them and all that, I've got to be able to make them work. The carcasses are too stiff right now. And you really got to have a heavy truck, even with a very, very light anti-foam. Like the anti-foams from 3BRC. So I got to do a lot. I got to make them work because like the tires themselves look amazing. And for like a basher trail truck, I could sell them to you with a clear conscience. But if you're going to try to build a competition truck, I'm going to send you to J Concepts or Proline. Those are ones I'm going to send you to. And unfortunately, I'm not a dealer for those brands. So I'm not going to sell you this tire right here and tell you, oh man, it's going to be so good on the rocks, man. You'll love it. I'm not going to do that. Not going to do that. That tire's good on the grass, though. I'll tell you that. I'm not going to sell you some tires unless I know they can work correctly. Wheels, stuff like that. I'll have the Vidavon wheels and stuff on there and all that stuff. So, yeah. All right, let me see. If you're going to do website Z Motors, are you going to sell tires? I missed my Bandit. Made it brushless early winter. Yeah. If this is not a Vili, you're trying to say Vidavon? Do you have an ETA on those other two UDR wheels of mine? I do not. I do not have an ETA for those right now. What is a Villion? You have a complete AR45Ps. I do not have any axles in stock. And if I did, well, hold on. I have a front one. But like I'm kind of wanting some more of those as well. I just need the rear ones because I really like using the capper front with the 10.3 rear. That's one of my favorite combos, and that's on that truck right there. It works like a charm. Well, I'm an affiliate. Yeah, I could send you to Horizon with an affiliate link and you can pick up Proline, but I'm not a dealer. You know, I don't get the dealer pricing or any of that stuff. So I mean, I can just send you an affiliate link. And yeah, they are. What, Proline got bought out? Craig. Yep, Proline got bought out. They are owned by Horizon, the big Horizon umbrella, like Arma and quite a few others. I do know J Concepts, they're down here in Florida. And I found out, I guess about 6 months ago, that they actually mold their own bodies here in the States. So that's pretty cool. They do got other stuff, but what colors does Vidavon make? Just about anything, just about any colors you want. I've actually got, now you were talking about the Vidavon 10.3 housings. I've got a set of those in stock. They're silver with the brass on them. So I've got those. I thought you were talking about like the regular plastic ones. So John, if you need those, let me know. I do have a set of those in stock. I have that one, the Pro line. The buying for Horizon. Horizon's website is just a little bit odd looking, isn't it? A little bit odd. If I can find really good deals for my Teton, I want to get a Newcastle 10 series. I've never had a Teton, so I don't know what to tell you on that one, buddy. Body molds. Bowlink? Man, I haven't had a Bowlink in forever. But speaking of Bowlink, one of the investments I'm considering doing here at the Exoplex is I'm considering a 30 by 60 concrete pad for on-road racing. So if I get an on-road racing pad, guess what? I'm probably going to get some on-road cars. So, and also, one thing that's growing real big around here is the 1RC, the little scale stuff, the little scale cars and some of that seems to be a popular thing. So I could run those as well. So I would be able to add a whole nother kind of RC to the Exoplex on road. So Endura SCX 6 axles. Okay. Almost only buy or really per thing from a particular brand. Coolest. Man, I am a fanboy of different brands. And the reason why is because I found that they work exceptionally well. This is why most of the time you see Vidavon, Reese, and Holmes. It does help that I'm a dealer, so I do get a little bit of a cut on price, which is nice to help me out. But they work so good. 3BRC works great, you know? So, I mean, when you start seeing a particular brand on the channel, it's because I'm having really good luck with it. You know, J Concepts, Proline, you know, really good tires. So you see a lot of them. I do have some Ot 6, the USD tires, and they're a good tire, but they're not quite the J Concepts or Proline. So it's, I don't know. When I find a brand that I really like, that's what you're going to see. And it's not that I like them because, you know, it's a discount or anything like that. It's because they perform. I like performance. Simple as that. Aside from tires, okay, James Weisencarver, tires, that's a big thing. The Gen 7s, when they first came out, those tires were absolutely phenomenal. They almost won a tire test. The Gen 8s, they claim the tires were the same. They're not. But as far as tires go, just get with your local guys and see what works the best for you. Let me see. Got printed out motor brace for my Centon or Creighton 4S. Okay. Horizon side. I agree, RC. All right, let me get back here. Mostly trailing rock crawling. As far as like the motor, servo, and stuff like that goes, go with the brushless setup because you'll have more power, more efficiency, and it'll be a whole lot better for the trailing. Just be careful with it because it can also break more stuff than the brush motor can. G-Speed C2 truck with F10 portal. Sorry, nightmare with this. Yeah, links can be a major pain. Yeah. I mean, 30 by 60, I could run like a hairpin oval, something like that. I mean, I could do something. And the thing is, I just, it's the $8,000 investment in a concrete pad. Over time, I can make it pay for itself, with hosting races and stuff, but I don't know yet. I'm a fanboy for good stuff. What's up, Jay and Darcy? If that works, it's that easy. J Concepts and Vanquish fanboy. There you go. J Concepts and Vanquish is good. I run boggers. These are the closest thing to boggers that I've had, and that's the J Concepts holds. And so far, I'm really liking these things. James RC, I want to try the J Concepts Tusk. Asian, the Tusk is awesome. Really good tire. Sam Hicks. Am I a 3BRC dealer? I am not. I am not a 3BRC dealer. Sorry, buddy. That's not to say I won't be in the future, but not right now. I am the local. You are the local guy. Well, what's your terrain? What kind of terrain is in your local area, James? When will you share your Vidavon installs in the XRT? What combo are you going for? I put the Vidavon hubs and knuckles on there. That's up for the channel members right now. But I've got something on the way that should really wake up the XRT. Because I know you guys are talking about put an ESC in it, this and that. Well, I'm going to do way more than that. Way more. Way more. Just watch. It's going to happen. Why haven't you got Fling King SET tires? I do. I do have the Fling Kings, and that's a really good idea. I have the Fling Kings in every single size, by the way. I've got them for the SCT. I've got them for short course. I've got them for the crawlers. I've got them for the mud. And I've got another version somewhere. Oh, the 2.2s. I've got those. But that's a really good idea. I haven't thought about putting them on the sand track. RC Daily, you're right. Tax write-off on the pad. You're 100% right. I wrote off the tractor. When I do concrete work out there, that's a write-off. New RCs I buy and build, those all come off of it as well. So, and that's the business side of it. And you are correct. Do I have any links for the 1/18th capper from Vidavon? Vidavon has links for the 1/18th capper? I haven't seen them yet. But I have to look. Are they on eBay? Bloodslingers 1.9s. Is J Concepts 1.9 Flame Kings are fun on the trail? Yes, they are. Yes, they are, David. But friend that bust everything on his RC after he put sand pedals. So yeah, coolest. That's a good point, and I want to elaborate on that a little bit. A lot of times when I get a vehicle, take the Bandit, since it happens to be sitting up here. Before I even started messing with the motors, which now I've got a pretty serious motor in the back of this thing, I went right for durability mods. I went for the bearings. I went for the shock towers, and I went for the Exotech rear axle shafts, steel axle shafts. I went for the durability mods before I ever even started changing motors. So usually that's my that's my route of modification. I start with durability first, and that's just kind of the way I like to do things. You take like the Bandit, put some sand petals on it, put brushless on it, and you start wringing the axle shafts off. It's like, ugh, you didn't go in the proper order. You got to build it in stages, and that's a rule that I try to follow. Are you going heavy truck then, or casted MMX 8S? MMX 8S 1717. See, Alexander, I want to keep the truck light, and the system that I'm going to put in it may come out. I don't know, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see how it works out. Mud and loose red gravel. I would have to say go with the Pro Line Baja Pros. Baja Pro X. Get you those, James. And then get like some 3B RC anti-foams in there to soften them up even more so they can work. That's what I would go with on mud and loose red gravel. And the skid. Apparently, Sam, I need to get a hold of Arthur. John Masterbraid, does Vidavon make crawler drive shafts? He does make them. I've got a set like for the TRX6, and I've got some of these in stock. Like for the transmission forward, see the real short drive shaft? That's a Vidavon drive shaft right there. Actually, I can almost see the name of it. But anyway, and I found those out of like the TRX6 drive shaft set. So I was able to get some of those in stock. So, James Carver, am I Exotech? I am not Exotech. I am Exocaged. And that came from the truck that I had before I got into the RC stuff. It had a full Exocage around it. That's how Exocaged came around. And that was from 2000. So I guess you could say Exocaged RC has been around for 20 years. Something like that. Been around for a while. That's correct, Marcus. That is correct. For me, living in Scandinavia, I could buy Vidavon from you. Buddy, Alexander, I would recommend you look up at the top, send me an email, and I'll send you Arthur's direct email and order direct from Arthur on that, okay? He can probably send it DHL and get it to you a lot quicker than what you can through eBay. So, yeah, send me an email, Alexander, and I'll send you his email, and that way you can get directly in touch with Arthur. Arthur saying is Vidavon. Brian Bagby, they've got to update the Max 6 and Max 5. Those are ancient ESCs. They're solid ESCs. They're good ESCs, but they are ancient. So yeah, I would expect by the end of 2023 we'll have censored Max 6 and Max 5 ESCs. Just my thoughts. Yes, Sam, he's got every color you could possibly want. This is one of his reds right here. And interesting story. I have the red matching rear on this as well. Not here. But sometimes when people have to return certain items and all that, they actually ship them back to me in Florida in the States, because you can't ship anything to China and be cheap. It's stupid expensive. Fairly cheap for them to ship here, though. But to ship to China, yeah, no, that's expensive. So some of the stuff that I see actually are return parts. Like this is one of them right here. And then when they turn in, I take care of the balance and all this and all that. So in some ways, I'm kind of a middle guy on the returns. Which, if you guys get something and something's wrong with it, I'm a whole lot easier for you to ship to than shipping to China and all that for the return. So it works out for everybody in the end. I got a recommendation for a wrench on my Freestyle RC hubs. Ooh. Thin wall. A thin wall nut driver is what you're going to have to get if I'm reading that correctly. And what's funny is, now that you mention that, see, we are at 9 o'clock. But now that you mention that, I've actually got some Exocaged branded tools coming. And they are rebranded VG Racing tools. I've been testing some of these cheapos out right here. And I've given about, yeah, B Flinch, I've got them coming. I've been testing these out quite a bit, and I gave two or three sets of these to my buddies, and they're known for being brutal and stuff, and they have not broken them. So my testing on these have been really good. I've got these coming. I'll have a nut driver set, which I believe I got the thin wall, the nut driver set, and I have a shock shaft hole punch tool that I'm going to have as well. So yeah, I've got these, which will be the nicer ones with a cap in the back. These were just test units. I'll have my own hole punch thing for shock shafts. And I've also got a pinion puller. It looks almost like a Pitman arm puller. And if that is sized like what I'm thinking, that's going to be really good for the X-Max guys with the big pinions that get stuck on the shafts and all that. Sometimes the set screws will come loose and they'll gall up. So that's my goal on that. Hopefully it is what I want it to be. So, and I've got DHL shipping on those. Maybe they'll be in this week. They are scheduled to go on the website. However, if I'm sold out before the website starts, I'll just have to reorder. Good problem, right? But anyway, all right, yeah, we are on overtime right now. Let me go ahead and get these taken care of. Do you have red and black AR-45 Vedavon front and rear axles? They are silver with the brass. That's what I have for AR. If it gets stuck on the shaft, good one, Marcus. Yeah. But anyway, where was I? You got me distracted now. Okay, they are silver with the brass, and the brass is the normal brass color on them. When I built 1-to-1 chassis with 2 beer 30 years, done every tire mod ever came down the path here. Use Fling King 19 front. Gotcha. Have you tested any wheels on for the truck or motors? I actually have a video that I need to put out with that, where I've got the Furatech system in it with the Lizard Ultimate ESC. And yeah, it made a big difference. The drivability was way higher. But yeah, B Flinch, that's my tool sets that I've got on the way, and they will have Exocaged. Like these right here, you know, I'm gonna see it like that right there. Just a test unit right there. Now, speaking of that, I bought some drill bits that with the hex on the back of it, and they were completely, absolutely horrible. Like I was trying to drill, I think it was a piece of aluminum, and the bit wasn't even biting. I'm like, what the heck? It finally did bite and twisted the bit around backwards. That's how soft that metal was. I told him, I said, look, I want a credit for this, and you guys need to stop selling these pieces of crap. They are horrible. So if you get any drill bits from VG Racing, just don't. They were horrible. They would have a hard time drilling through butter. That's how bad they were. Oh my God, they were horrible. David Pig, yeah, these just regular, pretty much any tip I think will fit them. But yeah, that's a good point though. I'm a micro extra revolver. I'm a mini capper. Wait for the Furatech setup. The Furatech setup ran really good in it, man. I was really impressed with that. And it's simple, easy bolt up. I mean, the wires and all that, and the newer system will actually bolt in easier than what I did. So, like, that's kind of like a prototype setup that I've got. How much you probably? Seriously, you're a man. Thank you, $2 whiskey. Appreciate that. Have a good one. How much are your tools going to be? Honestly, I have not actually priced them out yet. I've got to get them and figure them out. Yeah, oh well, dude, you're still going. Yeah, I'm about to close this thing down though. Buddy, I actually have some of these drill bits. I'll go. You could probably hold them, not like the drill bit with your finger, with a pair of pliers and bend one backwards. See, I don't think I have any handy here, because that would be really awesome. Oh, oh. Okay, these are not them. These are actually good ones. Sorry, I thought I had a set of them cheap ones up here. I was literally going to bend one backwards for you guys, but on your chat for some reason. I don't know what the deal is with that, but anyway, all right, guys. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and close this up, get this thing done. Yeah, they did not heat treat them at all, dude. It was like they were made of lead. All right, you ready to saw it? Well, we'll have to see, buddy. When they come in, hopefully I'll have them in by. Hopefully they'll be in this week. I got the DHL shipping, but DHL isn't exactly all that fast for me sometimes. Let's see if I can find them real quick. Something else I got shipped to me earlier. I saw that. No idea what I ordered. Marshall from HK. That was my Sherp. Okay. Let me see when they say this order is going to come in. It is going to come in. Estimated delivery Monday the 19th. So, if they come in on Monday the 19th, you guys will see them on Tuesday. And if that's the case, we'll see if I have any left. All right, guys. Catch you guys later. I bet a half-inch. Bent a half-inch bit. Usually those just shatter. But anyway, guys, when you're getting triple XL zip-up hoodies, I'm actually going to talk to my shirt guy on Friday. I'm going to see him. So at that point, I'll be putting in my order for some hoodies. And you're a 3XL, 2XL, 3XL zip-up hoodie. Send me a message or something. But yeah, I do want to do, I've got some shirts. I've got large and 2XL shirts in stock, like this one right here. But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and finish this up. I got to take care of some other stuff and figure out what's going up for tomorrow's video. Guys, catch you later. You're awesome. All right, get this done. WRC Big Tricks. Yeah, very few mediums out here. But anyway, let's go and finish this thing up, guys.